chapter 16. We are getting so close to the end of the book. I hope you're excited to find out how it ends. Today we're just going to read chapter 16. Do not, or I'm really asking that you do not go ahead and finish the book, because we will do that tomorrow during our WebEx meeting, and it's pretty cool to be able, I think, to end the book together and be able to share right away our thoughts. So just read chapter 16. The setting of this chapter is in Rochester, New York. You might think of New York City when you think of New York, but Rochester is actually farther away from New York City. It's located closer to Niagara Falls, New York, than New York City. So here's the map of Rochester. And it's the winter in Rochester in the book, so you can imagine this is a picture of what it would look like. We will complete the entire student guide, chapter 16. Go ahead and read chapter 16. Come back and we will go through these 2 questions from your reading questions. Here is your vocab. Vague means hazy, unclear, or not fully formed. Notion is an idea or a thought. Remote is isolated or difficult to reach. The first question for chapter 16 is asking you to compare and contrast Sudan and America. So I would write Sudan here, America over here, and both goes in the middle. So one thing that's Selva noted that was different was dirt roads in Sudan, paved roads in America. Think of about at least 2 to 5 other things for each column. Why is it so difficult for Selva to return to Africa to see his father? Explain, citing evidence from the text. Let's look at this one. Start to write this phrase. It was so difficult for Selva to return to Africa to see his father because. Here's where I want you to write what your idea is. Add another sentence that says, the text explains. Remember, if you're quoting directly from the text, you're going to want quotation marks. If you're giving more of a vague summary of what the text or the chapter is saying, you can just leave it as is. Here are some things to consider for why, what the text might be saying. Think about travel. How does Selva, first of all, get to Africa? Is that an easy task? Think about communication, and specifically, you could look at page 101. Is it easy to get in touch with his dad? Can he get a direct message quickly? And then finally, consider that war is still happening in Sudan and what that might mean for Selva. Page 101 will have more details.